Hello, my loyal subjects. I mean, fans. This is Capriel, bringing you another episode of Let's Play Vantage Master. I apologize for the delay. I've had a little bit of trouble with this one. I've actually lost it a couple of times due to carelessness, and I've been busy with other things. But enough about that. Let's get started. This mission starts at 3 a.m., so it starts at night, but it's going to become neutral very quickly. The enemy master is a little bit slower than we are, but has higher move distance, has higher magic power, decent physical power, and low defenses. In particular, his magic defense is very low. He does not have the tarbs, which isn't going to matter on this map because there's no water, as you'll see, or our other two newest Nadials. Alright, so let's just jump right in. This map has some snow, which is equivalent to sand. It slows down movement. It otherwise provides no defensive bonuses and is equivalent to land. Alright, so moving forwards, first Nadial here is going to be a pellet, and I would like to take this opportunity during this video to talk about choosing your first Nadial. This is something I really would have liked to talk about sooner, but there hasn't been a good opportunity because the player hasn't had enough choices until getting near the end of the campaign to, I hope I didn't just summon what I think I summoned. I summoned a Courier Bell instead of a Gwen Foss. Oh well, let's see what happens. Gonna have to do things a little bit differently, but it might work out. I guess we'll see. I will get the Gwen Foss anyway, because the Gwen Foss is really good at grabbing these magic stones along the bottom. Anyway, so summoning your first Nadial is maybe disproportionately impactful on your game. There's two kinds of categories of missions, and the way I think about it. There's missions where your first Nadials are going to be ahead of your master, or missions where your first Nadials are going to be behind your master. If your early Nadials are going to be ahead of your master, you need really combat-capable ones, and the decision's a little more complicated, so I'm going to come back to that in a minute. If your Nadials are going to be behind your master, like on this mission, then you don't necessarily need Nadials that are quite as combat effective. You can use Nadials like the Fire Cell or the Dialma, Pellet, Gwen Foss, not Courier Bell, I keep doing that, or Raku if you're summoning into water, in order to get those magic stones and then catch up. When you're doing that, generally your priority is MP efficiency. The exception is when you have a very high MP master who has low speed, in which case you'll be losing a lot of MP to overflow because of your MP cap, and it will be more valuable for you to summon more effective things that are still good at grabbing magic stones. In the case of moving forwards with your Nadials, and they're getting ahead of your master probably, then you're going to generally tend towards Nadials that are a little bit more combat capable, and maybe at the cost of compromising on their effectiveness grabbing magic stones. Let's see. So, in general, Heaven Nadials are your primary first summon. Heaven Nadials fly, so they're immune to terrain effects. They move pretty fast. They do not suffer from the general slowness that afflicts, say, Earth and Fire Nadials, which makes most of them somewhat questionable summons, especially Fire, and most of the more expensive Earth Nadials. And Water Nadials are generally only good in water. So, often Heaven is the way to go at the beginning, which makes Fire a good counter for the enemy's early Nadials, usually. There are two flying Nadials, one in Heaven, or that aren't Heaven, one in Fire and one in Earth, but they're both very expensive, so if MP efficiency is a concern, you're not going to be able to use them as your early scouts. Okay, so taking a break from that for a minute to talk about our newest Nadiel. This guy has a tongue twister of a name. I'm going to be going with the pronunciation of Unevievel. 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 Yeah, quite. I'm probably going to stumble over that a few times at least. Unevievel has high attack power. Very, very high attack power. Reasonably good defense power. Not the greatest. There's definitely Nadiels with higher defense powers, but it's pretty good, and he has no particular weaknesses. Move distance of 6, which is quite nice. It gets him 3 hexes across things like snow or sand, or moving through bushes instead of 2 hexes. And a speed of 9, which, like most Fire Nadiels, is a little on the low side. But he's still a great combat unit. So, they're not amazing on this map because of the snow, so blacks might be a little bit more effective, but they're still a good unit, and they deal a ton of damage. Unfortunately, the enemy has 3 freaking Blexes, so I'm going to have to summon Water Nadiels, which is really, really depressing, because Water Nadiels are going to be slogging on this map. They are just not going to be able to get around fast. Let's see. My Unevievel and Blacks will be able to kill that Courier Bell. So I guess it's time to start summoning Water Nadiels, and we're going to start with the Zamelpen, because, hey, it's day. And he also might be able to get around a little faster because of his move distance of 6. Not much for my Pellet to really do here. I guess be Black's bait. And my Courier Bell also can't really accomplish much because of all these Blexes. Well, Blexes, ugh. Alright. So, Unevievel will do plenty of damage to a Courier Bell with a frontal attack. I'm gonna just swing my Blacks towards the south, because that's where it seems to be putting his Fire Nadiels. And my Master is going to chill out on this Magic Stone, because I don't really want to get assassinated, and the enemy Master really likes Courier Bells on this map. And Pellet is just going to keep slipping south. Let's make sure this guy can't reach there. He can. Aren't I so glad I checked, because that would have one-shot my poor Pellet. He'll still hit my Courier Bell, but you know what? Oh well. Zamelpen creeps forwards, and Courier Bell retreats, because 3 Blexes. Unfortunately, I am probably going to have to get another Water Nadiel on the field to deal with all these Blexes, which is extremely disappointing, let me assure you. So, back to choosing your first summon. There's, in addition to the kind of map where your first Nadiels are going to be going, and terrain concerns, which vary by map, the next factor to consider is the kind of master you have. Let's see. This guy's just going to come along here. If your master is... Okay, so there's approximately 4 kinds of masters that are relevant for this, along a couple of different axes. One is the speed axis, the other is the MP, or magic power axis. Those Courier Bells, I hates them, I do. No, he's not going to get as far as I was hoping. Oh well. Just keep pushing forwards with the Zamelpens. And Courier Bell is going to retreat and heal, I guess. Okay, so if your master is high speed, high MP, you can pretty much summon whatever the heck you want. You're going to be able to afford anything. You're going to have plenty of time to use your magic power. Well, that's a pity. I'm going to have to possibly be careful with my master here, more so than usual. So you'll have plenty of magic power to go around and plenty of turns to spend it. Alright, Courier Bell has got to die. If you have high MP and low speed, you don't exactly have the luxury of using whatever Nadials you want. You're kind of forced to use the more expensive Nadials because of MP overflow. You can't afford to lose that MP when you don't have as many turns to spend it. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to get some kind of healer here, which, given the current situation, is probably going to have to be a Dialma. See, there's another Courier Bell. He just doesn't stop with the darn things. I'll have to get a Blex, I guess, at some point. Another Blex to help keep it under control, but can't really do much about it right now. Alright, let's see. Oh, I could have sent my Courier Bell up there and froze that, maybe? No, Grenfloss. No, I couldn't have because the other one would have moved. Alright. But I can trap that there now. Yay. Alright, so if your master is low MP and high speed, then you're definitely going to be using cheap Nadials because you're going to have so many turns to spare. And you're going to be, in that case, your master's probably going to have decent physical stats, and you're going to be using him for straight-up combat, too. Now, I do not want this pellet to start rampaging around my field here. My master is going to go before it, so he's going to get to take a swing, but I'm not confident that he'll deal enough damage to kill it. I think my Grenfloss can add some damage, though, which will definitely push it over the edge. Oy, here we go again. The Courier Bells never stop. And I'm a little bit behind on MP restoration because of the situation with the enemy master having higher magic power. Let's see. I think I'll spend a little bit of MP to get some extra damage on these guys. So, and then finally, if your master is fast or slow and low MP, well, I don't know if there's any masters that like that except for the knight. But if that is the case, then you're gonna probably be summoning as expensive things when you can and moving when you can't. Alright. Get my master onto the magic stone. Kill the pellet. Kill the Courier Bell. And now we're looking a little bit more secure. So I hope it wasn't too hard to follow that that discussion while interspersing it with actual commentary on the map. I don't think this map is that interesting to discuss. Oh, alright. The snow effect actually makes it a real slog, which is just kind of boring. And unfortunately, the enemy summoning a lot of Blexes has made it hard for me to pursue any really dynamic play. And I haven't been able to keep a healer up either. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Do not want to just straight up lose my Grenfloss now. Blex will kill his. Where can this Blex reach? Yep, fine. So my Courier Bell can swing down to start eyeballing those magic stones. Time is getting towards evening, but I'm still going to use a Dialma as my healer, because it's more maneuverable than Marmay on this map, for whatever that's worth. Alright. So, there's two things to look at in this map, strategy-wise, depending on how the early game goes. If you get to this position, then you want to try to jump something like a Gwenfloss up from around here, up there, and start stealing the magic stones around the top. If your master's slower or can't hold a frontline position because its defenses are too low and you have to defend further back, then you need to keep the enemy from hopping from over here to up here and then stealing your magic stones. Those are things that need to be kept in mind. Alright, so I think my Unavievel can kill this Blex, but my my Zamelpen can do that freely next turn anyway. That Blex is going to get a turn no matter what, so I think I'm just going to throw some damage onto the Dialma. Alright. Courier Bell. Okay, this Blacks will not get to attack. Will get to attack. This one will not. So if my Courier Bell hops up here, can you reach the Dialma? No. Yeah, nope, can't reach it. He'll be safe from the Blaxes. Let's see. Look at all those pellets. That's disgusting. Well, I'm really going to stick to Heaven Nadials as much as possible here. Because snow, which I actually thought was sand until I was pre-playing this. Oh no, he'll be able to reach that, will he? No, he won't. Okay, great. Yeah, so until my first pre-play, I thought the snow was sand. I didn't even know it was different. Oh well. Live and learn. Time to start healing things up. Kind of an ideal situation is to, if you can push down along this side, you can maybe draw the enemy master down into this area, which puts him out of position for defending all the magic stones on the top, and then your master, if he's durable enough, can move out a little bit and summon some Nadials and get some stuff up there to steal the magic stones, which will get you a pretty quick finish. Oh, that pellet is blocking my Zamelpen. This guy will be able to kill the pellet, though. So Zamelpen will just wait, because he wants to get to the soft, squishy Blacks on the other side. Knowing that Blacks can kill a pellet is a little important there, I guess. Alright. Going to... Oh, Gwen Foss. I want to Gwen Foss to head up and start stealing magic stones. Actually, I want 2 Gwen Fosses because they're going to split up. Not worth using magic on this guy. Nope. Just not worth it. And the important thing here now is to keep the enemy master from retreating upwards, and by doing so, delaying my finishing this by even longer than he has already. I want to trap him and kill him as fast as possible. Zamelpen. I'm actually probably going to start unsummoning some of these things in order to preserve my MP and move forwards and summon some other stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, he'll be able to get that one from there. Alright, so like these Zamelpens can go, because they're not going to get forwards fast enough. Blax is going to kill the pellet, so I'm not going to get rid of that one. So let's see. Nothing to summon, so just move and wait. Yeah. Alright. Go, start doing some damage to the other Dialma. Depending on how things go, I might not even end up taking those magic stones. I might be able to just trap and kill the enemy master, but it's kind of doubtful. Let's just attack without moving. Yep, not quite enough. And what's that going to be? A Blax. Of course it'll be a Blax. I unsummoned my Air Nadial, or Heaven Nat, or Water Nadials. I can words, I promise. Let's get a, where is it? A Farian on the field. Help deal with that Marmee, start putting damage on the enemy master. Top off my master's help. Not enough MP, okay. I'm working on that. Alright, now I can heal. Let's see, yep. So, Gwenfoss might have to kill that Dialma next turn. This Gwenfoss is going to start hitting the enemy master, though. He'll die if he does that. Where can this not attack? Right behind the Marmee. Marmee might kill it, but, you know, I'll live with that. Because if it does, then it won't heal the master. I'm looking at the fact that this Blax is probably going to kill my Courier Val, and I'm wondering if I can block it from doing that. I think it will if I go there, but I'm not sure. No. Okay. Not totally great with those angles. And summon, Yep, Wreck is the choice because MP conservation and the fact that... Oh, God. Alright, so I'm gonna have to send something to do with that Dialma. A little annoying. Going to, I guess, have to send my lower Gwenfoss over there, which is fine. It'll get it away from the Blacks. Will an Uno Vievel kill a Marmee from the back? I think it will. And I think it's close for another Courier Val. And my priority right now is to keep my master's HP high enough that he can't kill me by any measure. Because that would really suck. Wow, he's just coating his territory there in Nadiels. Oh. Just keep hitting him and hope for the best. Let's see, where's the Courier Val? 9. Yep. Oh, actually, 29 minutes. It won't be able to use magic if my Gwenfoss does. Alright. Tough choice. Marmee moves 11th. Oh, I probably could have killed it if I'd Gwenfoss, the previous Gwenfoss, or attacked with it. When does my master go? 8th. Let's try just waiting. Attack. Yep. Hit the master. And yeah, okay. I think I've got things under control here. Alright, so that was the Still Waves mission. And the end of this video is coming up now. So let's see what we earned for this one. Oh, I'm gonna actually stop and check the time summoned on things. We'll notice that in percents. Heaven Nadials are dominant for both of us. He summoned a lot of fire early, which kept me from getting as many Heaven and forced me to get some Earth and Water. Alright. Magic power, yay. And Fifinol, our third healer, which I'll talk about next time. Or maybe Fifinol, I'm not really sure. I'll think about it before the next video. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.